So let's talk about classism, because this is something that you do talk about. And you care about income inequality, and I do too. It doesn't mean you don't like capitalism, but you can see the issues with like skyrocketing rents and the not a skyrocketing employment opportunity for young people in terms of salary and so on. But I've heard you talk about recently, like in particular, these economic or these green energy policies, which are crushing the working class. And how I think it was a tweet that you sent out that says, "What the one thing that's becoming clear to me is whatever your view of climate change, the pursuit of net zero by continually raising the cost of living is going to cause populist revolts that will make Brexit and Trump look like minor blips." I agree with that. We're seeing it now in Sri Lanka, right? In what's happening in the Netherlands with these farmers. And, in your country and mine, people have about had it with these so-called green energy policies that come at the expense of the working class.
And, there are a lot of other causes for concern economically as well. I mean, it's going to be, let's be clear, Megyn, I think the economists I speak to all are very clear about this. A very difficult economic time is coming anyway. So to spend the time that we have instead of dealing with those problems, whether it's the effect of the war in Ukraine, which is probably in terms of the global food crisis, is going to cause famine in many countries around the world. Now, we in the West, of course, are fortunate to probably avoid that, but we will see very high rises in the cost of living, whether that's fuel, whether that's food, whether that's gas, and to be piling all of this stuff on top. Look, I don't know enough. I'm not a climate scientist. I don't know what the deal with that is. I'm just saying, I think the way we're approaching this by impoverishing the people who are already vulnerable in our societies is not going to achieve that. And what you're going to get instead is populist revolts of the kind that I frankly don't want to see. And I don't see how you get away from that fact that at a time when people are already struggling, if you have a situation as we do in the UK, where so much of our energy pricing, so much of our fuel pricing, so much of our food particularly is the product of these levies, is a product of some of the ways that we are approaching this idea that we must get to net zero immediately, otherwise we're all going to drown and run out of food in 12 years. It's not going to have a good impact on our society. So even if you believe that we have to tackle the issue of climate change and with urgency, this just does not seem to me like a practical way to do it, particularly when we seem to be ignoring forms of energy like nuclear energy that actually do help to solve the problem, but for some reason don't seem to get the green activists excited. I don't know why.
Gathering around the dinner table has been the catalyst for change since the beginning of time. Ronald Reagan once said, all great change in America starts at the dinner table. If we can return to eating meals together as a family, which is so important to do, then we can create the conversation and change we want to see. Maybe it feels overwhelming to get everybody together, so many different schedules and so on, and then still make a great meal. But Good Ranchers makes it easy. You pull out a Good Ranchers package of beef, chicken, or seafood. You season with a little salt and pepper, good to go. Cook it however you like, off to the races. Tastes amazing. Every box you get is superior quality, flavor, and value. And Good Ranchers is a company that supports American agriculture and business. You're already buying meat. Why not support an American company like Good Ranchers? Use my code Megyn to get $30 off your order too, plus free shipping, free express shipping. You can have it soon. Start eating their beef and their chicken and their seafood. And by the way, if you don't want to do this pepper and salt, they'll pre-season it for you. You can get the pre-marinated version, which is what I like. Make the gatherings at the table easy and fun with Good Ranchers. Go to goodranchers.com/Megyn to bring your family and friends to the table and eat some seriously delicious food when you're there. goodranchers.com/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.